Damn, we look like a righteous knight with this helmet. Last time in Dragon Age, we liberated the mage tower from unrighteous magi that were trying to corrupt it. We've gotten their aid, and now with the help of the mages, we're gonna return to Castle Redcliffe. To potentially... what's the word? Of removing a possession from someone. Purging? No. I forgot. There is a boy that was consumed by a demon spirit. And we need to purge it from his soul. First enchanter ring is here already. Fantastic. With a couple of mages. Is there part?
I do not like this talk of possessions and spirits and magic. It is unnatural.
There you are. We have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
So only one person can go through?
Yes, we haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
Do you have any last minute advice?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
Don't worry, my name is Antiochus. Are you sure this is the only way?
It only works because the child gave himself to the demon willingly. If the demon takes over the host forcibly, we must slay the abomination. We have only enough lyrium for one attempt. I hope you succeed. Such a young lad deserves better than execution.
Let's do this.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Magic. Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
I think it would be best if I deal with this. But the problem is that I'm not a mage. I'm gonna ask if it'd be alright if I go, because I already was in the Fade once.
Me? Confront the demon?
Oh, wait.
This is a lot to ask.
No, that's not what I meant. I think you only know. So I actually have to choose one of my mages. Ooh. If I send Joan, I cannot trust him enough for him to do the job. Morrigan is also not the most righteous option. I guess we're gonna send Winnie.
Then I assume you must get her from your camp. We will proceed when you return.
Alright then. Stand disapproved. What a joker. I guess Liliana is gonna have to sit this one out for the moment.
The Blight. How will you end it?
We have to fight the Archdemon. I thought we just asked the Darkspawn to please leave. Why do you ask? We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of Darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
I've been a Grey Warden for a couple of days, man. What have you heard?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
What? I'm new to the Wardens.
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon? Or the victims it claims in the meantime?
Well, can't say he's not right on this one.
Yes.
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 No, I wasn't thinking that, but that's a fair point.
We are ready to proceed when you are.
Let's do it.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
Winnie.
Then let us begin forthwith.
Wonder what would happen if I chose Joanne, but I cannot trust him at all.
I can hear you! I'm coming! Is anyone out there? Hello?
Father! Where are you? I don't understand. It's so cold.
Eamon.
I want to go.
You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
Try to get through the arrow. The arrow should be in the castle. Let's try that.
You are in the Fade, my lord. A demon has you trapped.
Oh,
Demon? Fade? Is
I
my
guess
son
he's
in
literally
danger?
trapped.
He is. But I will do my best to see that all of us emerge from this unscathed. Trust me, my Earl.
Yes, I trust you. We must help my son. But I can never find him in this fog. You must find Connor. Please, I beg you. Blessed art thou who
We're pretty squishy with whatever happens. Hello? Here's Connor. Easy.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
Ask where the demon is.
Come, child. Tell me where the demon is, and it will soon be all over.
Fool! You won't get near her. I won't let you.
Opa! Yeah, it all makes sense now that Connor gave himself willingly to this demon. He was too young to resist the temptation. Ay, ay, ay.
As you
We have here a regen on myself. Rock armor. Ooh. I have one armor, but with rock armor I will have.
As you say.
7. Alright. Well, this might be harder, but we need too strong. DMD. What? We got debated. It was an illusion.
You're the one making Father sick!
Curse this blasted darkness! Why can I see nothing? Connor? Is that you?
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
Maybe a part of him is also aware, so I guess I'll talk.
Listen to me. I am just trying to help.
I will not speak with you! Trespasser! I will drive you out!
Opa, getting backup this time. This is bad, man. What's the spell? The caster shields ally in an aura that completely shrugs off most missile attacks for a moderate duration. Sure. Let's do that. I'll try to focus the mage in case the other guy despawn. Fuck. Seems like despawn is on the menu.
You can't stop me! Get out of here! You have to get out!
Yeah, Unrighteous 2v1.
I shall do so.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Reason.
Because you have taken a child and trapped a good man in this place against his will.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Begun! Vile Temptress! 3v1 now. Getting 1 HP. Damn, I think I'm dead. Ooh, Quitch. Need to get some mana from somewhere, man. I know I have it in the inventory, but what about these lyrium veins that keep popping around? Oh, this might be the last one.
Dirty Boy D asked me, "What do we say to the god of death?" Not today. It's a defiant phrase, a battle cry against the inevitability of the end. We face the darkness with courage and resilience, refusing to concede defeat. Life is a struggle, and even in death, we find a way to keep fighting, drawing strength from our experiences and those we've lost. It's a powerful reminder to live fully, even in the shadow of mortality.
Why did you even ask that? What does the god of death have to do with anything at the moment, man? Are you kidding me?
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form and stand in my domain.
Sure.
It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
Diplomacy is always righteous, even though the mage said against it.
You cannot have me. I have already been taken.
One soul I already possess. I do not need another. You need not fear me on that account. I wish only to talk.
There will be no discourse between us, demon.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
Seems diplomacy is out of the table. Ay, ay, ay. Let's put the missile protection. Regen. And start bursting ourselves. Hey, what is this lightning damage, bro? She has some shield, I don't know what that is. Is it just give me mana regen? This? Yes, I'll do that. I couldn't do it. She drained my mana! Or I'm stunned. Ay, ay, ay. I can't put mana regen. Only on ally. I remove the rock armor, I guess. Resisted my ability. Some CC.
As you say.
I think that shield protects her from a spell or something.
Now we go into battle.
And now we can resist to that as well. Okay, dude. I don't see a distinguished. This one.
Let us end this. I shall do so.
Hey! You pushed me. I'm gonna have to pop a healing potion here. And a mana potion.
As you say.
This one. Gotta heal. While the mana again.
Will never be.
Drain life. Oh, got him. Feel the righteous power. That's a war of dead people.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he could be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I had nearly... I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate.
Yeah,
if
that's
he doesn't
fair.
recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
I think that's fair. Jowan wanted to help at the end. He should be executed. I would like him released. I don't think it's your decision to make. Do whatever you want with him. Let's go with that. I think do whatever you want with him is the best, especially in the context of Oroaemon deciding his fate, because Oroaemon had a more tighter relationship with Jawan to judge his character personally. Unlike me, I only judged him from the last few actions. So he's probably gonna have a better picture on what is gonna be better suited for his punishment or redemption.
Very well. I shall have the mage imprisoned again for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
I will seek out this urn. Isn't there some other way to heal him? What about magic? The urn is a legend and might never be found, and I suppose you want me to help search for it? Sure, I'll seek it out.
Thank you. I am grateful for your eagerness to help restore my husband. Find Brother Genitivi, the scholar, in Denerham. He has been researching the urn's location for several years now. The knights that returned say they were unable to find Genitivi. But perhaps the Maker will lead you to him.
I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
DMDM, the legendary Brother Genitivi from the books. Someone got a level up. Codex update. Brother Ferdinand Genitivi. As it is the duty of all true sons of the Chantry to make the chant heard from every corner of the world, I made it my mission to find as many corners of the world as possible. The Maker can hardly accept us to do one without the other. Excerpt from In Pursuit of Knowledge. Brother Genitivi is one of the Chantry's most well-known scholars, primarily on the basis of the stories he has published, which many of his contemporaries dismiss as fanciful of his travels across the length of the breadth of the Tedas. Connor. He was freed from the demon of power at a terrible price, the cost of his mother's life. Connor killed himself. Will be sent to the circle where he will no longer endanger. What? Wait, isn't his mom alive? Hey! I took the righteous decision, my good sir. Don't make these false stories. Arlessa Izode. When her only son began to show signs of possessing magic, Izode tried to cover it up, knowing that it will be taken from her by the circle. She gave her life. No, she didn't. Zevran Aranai. They showed him unexpected mercy and in return he swore to aid the wardens on their quest. Codex. The history of Feroden, chapter 1. Feroden, as we think of it now, did not exist before the Exalted Age. Instead, the valley was divided up into dozens of old Awamari clans. They warred constantly with one another over land, honor, and allegiance of the freeholders, and on one notable occasion the name was given to a favorite Mabari. Huh? Okay. And then in the 33rd year of the Exalted Age, Kalanghat, Terin became Tern of Denerim, and everything changed. Most of what we know about the founding of our nation comes from old songs that the bards passed down through the ages. The songs are filled with wild exaggerations and outright lies, but this hardly differs from the scholarly papers of some of my contemporaries. There is no agreement among poets or scholars on how he did it, but Kallen had gained the support of the Circle of Magi and then crafted for him a suit of silvery white armor that, by all counts, repelled both arrow and blade. Kallen had led his army across the valley and captured Redcliffe, one of only 3 men who ever successfully laid siege to that fortress, and presented himself to the bands of the Landamete as their king. The poets tell us that every ward knelt before Kallenhad without question. The fact that he attended the Landsmeet surrounded by ash warriors and royal mages of the circle is generally omitted from the ballads, however. From Calenhad came the line of Tearing kings and queens who reigned uninterrupted until the 44th year of the Blessed Age, when the Orlesian invasion came. The rightful king was forced to flee Denerim, and for 70 years a puppet sat upon the throne. So pretty much the country was created from this king? Even though they said it was named after a Mabari or something? I'm a little bit confused. Level up. Magic. Spirit Healer. We don't have level 12. We don't have level 30. Primal Magic. Haste. Nope. Ah. 28 Magic. Master Rejuvenation. A caster channels the stream of rejuvenating energy to all members of the party, significantly increases mana and stamina regeneration for a short duration. DMD. Disable what is? Anyone we need to talk to?
I pray that Eamon awakens soon.
The first Blight chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that, when asked, pious, chantry-going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers, but none live today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed, regrettably did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We have only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages. Murky. And dogma of the chantry to instruct us. And that is precious little indeed. I believe I'm not understanding when I say that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Thedas. The Darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world. Like Anil, we know from account of later blights as these Darkspawn invasions came to be called, never has a more appropriate name existed, that the Darkspawn spread disease and famine whenever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky rolling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of Darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that the cursed magisters who became the first Darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, they attempted to locate the old gods they had once served. They found what they sought, Dumat. First among the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence before the Maker imprisoned him, and all his brethren beneath the earth, for the first sin, a usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers and became corrupted himself. Dumad was transformed in the first archdemon. His great and terrible power given will be rotting, unholy mind. With the Darkspawn horde following, Dumad rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. Ay, ay, ay.
Maker bless you, Grey Warden. You saved us all. You have.
But wait, there's more. Aveline, Nye of Orlea. Aveline was born to an Orlesian farmer near the city of Halam Shirao in the early half of the Storm Age. She was a large and ugly baby, and her father had hoped for a boy, not wanting another mouth to feed. The farmer left Aveline in the woods to die from exposure, but the traveling band of Dalish elves came upon the crying child. The elves took her into their clan and raised her as their own. They taught her archery, dueling, and survival skills. When she came of age, she was larger and stronger than most women, let alone elven women. Her adoptive parents knew that she was a fine warrior, so they encouraged her to enter a human. Wait, I have already read this. Yeah, what the fuck? Why did you update it? I already read that story.
You're the one who saved me.
Actually, it was Win.
Then, I guess I owe her thanks. Father always said to remember to thank people who do nice things for you. I hope Father gets better soon. He will, won't he?
Yes.
I tried to help Father. I remember that much. Mother was so sad.
I guess we shouldn't go in the vault. Not our business.
I shall do it.
Don't wanna rob him of these chests. Journal of the Tranquil. I think I might have read this one as well. Some laugh at me, I no longer mind. Once upon a time I studied as they did. I ran under the tutelage of the enchanter and attempted to master the art of bending magic on my will. And while I did well enough, I know that I struggled. I saw the way the enchanter looked at me. The sidelong glances of worry and disappointment. While other apprentices were conjuring fire, I could barely light a candle. I was frightened of magic. When I was a boy, my grandmother regaled me with tales of the terrible Flemeth, the Witch of the Wilds. She told me of the Magisters and how their evil magic infected the world with the Darkspawn. She told me of demons and how they were drawn to dreams of those who possessed magic like moths to a flame. She told me all these things because she said that the talent in her family would. And so it ran in mine. All my young life I had dreaded the thought, prayed to the Maker, that I was not so cursed, but I knew otherwise. Deep in my heart I knew. When the Templars came to our home, I knew. The Mage's Tower was terrifying, full of secrets and danger. The Templars glared at me if I could spring full into an abomination before their very eyes. My enchanter patiently attempted to teach me to marshal my willpower. My only defense should a demon attempt to enslave me, but it was no use. How many nights did I cry myself to sleep in that dark and lonely place? Then my heroine came at last. My final test. Face a demon, they said, or submit to the ride of tranquility. They would sever my connection to the fate, and thus I would never dream and no demon could ever touch me. But I would also be unable to do magic, and I would never feel an emotion ever again. Facing the demon was certain death, so my choice was easy. It was not so painful. Now I serve in other ways. With Tranquil, manage the archives. We run the tower, purchase the supplies, and maintain the accounts. Our condition also allows us to use the magical element lyrium without ill effect. And thus we are the one who enchant the magical items. We are the merchants who sell these items to those the circle permits, and the code from those sales provides the circle's wealth. Coin. Thus with Tranquil are vital. The young and old may stare at me, ill at case, but they would be worse off without me. They may think me a failure, but there is no horror for me now. I feel no fear of what I am. The shadows are merely shadows, and I am content. Edin the Meek. Damn. Look, a bookshelf. We cannot take this gift. It is what it is. The armor things are not attacking me this time, so that's going for us, which is nice. The geography of Ferelden. The kingdom of Ferelden is the southernmost civilized nation in Thedas. Although some scholars dispute that claim to civilization, it is perhaps the most physically isolated of all the kingdoms of Thedas. To the east is the Amarantine Ocean, to the north the Waking Sea, and to the south the Corsari Wilds, which is the summer months are a vast peat bog, and in the winter becomes a treacherous labyrinth of laid over waterways. The Frostback Mountains guard the western border, and only a narrow plain between the mountains and the sea allow travel between Ferelden and Orleans. Hello, Wilson. Most of the land in the central portion of the kingdom, called the Banorn, is open plains. These are crossed by the remains of the ancient Winter Highway that once connected Vauroisa. No, Vauroyal with Ostagar. On the edge of the Corsari Wilds, the western part of the Ferelden is dominated by Lake Calenhad, a huge caldera fueled by the runoff of glaciers from nearby mountains. Like Calenhad is home to the famed fortress of Redcliffe, as well as the Circle Tower, which houses Ferelden's Circle of Magi. In the east is the vast Brecilian Forest, which is the superstitious locals profess to be haunted, and from which rises the Dragon's Peak, a solitary mountain that guards the capital city of Denerim. I mean, I forget some of the things, but some of the things awaken in my mind when I stumble upon them again. Like Brother Genitive, for instance. Okay, so we are in Ferelden. This is Lake Calenhad with the Twin Towers. This is the Southern Hills. Corsari Wilds is even more south. The Amarantine Ocean. Waking Sea. Oh, look! A book. The Orlesian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Val Royale. And I mean this literally. Once the system of noble titles in Orleans was labyrinthine, there were barons and baroness and baronets and sir barons, add a horde of others, each with its own origins and its own nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition. All the nobility play the grand game, as it is known, whether they wish to or not. It is a game of reputation and patronage, where moves are made with rumors and scandal is the chief weapon. No gentle game. This more blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any war the Orlesians have fought. Of this I am assured by almost every gentleman here. Why your book has bloodstains on it? That's a very good point, Wilson. Very nice detail. I didn't notice it. Maybe my hands are bloody. The thumbnail of the watch should be a book? No. I'm missing a lot of books here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of the Emperor Drakon, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now, and who created the Chantry. There is no more venerated figure to Orleans in Val Royale. The statue of Drakon stands as tall as the statue of Andraste. Drakon determined that the grand game was tearing Orleans apart, so he abolished all titles besides his own, and Lord, and Lady. I am told with some twittering amusement that this action did not end the grand game as Drakon had intended. Now the lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as the exalted patron of Tassus Clay or uncle to the champion of Tremes. It is a headache to remember such titles, and one winces to think of the poor doorman of the host who must rattle them off at each guest enters the room. The aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither the concept of rule by merit nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be, or at least aspires to be in the good graces of a noble, and is ever watching for a way to enter patronage of those better placed in the grand game. And then there are masks and the cosmetics. I have not seen so much pain since the Kennels at High ever, but that is another story. Second floor. I haven't been there. Hopefully no one minds to explore a bit. Do you mind, guard?
I suppose you can't blame the boy, even if he has.
Oh, I have been here.
His death wouldn't have helped anything, would it?
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Ark or allow Van Teeken to take his place.
You return. Might you have news?
Are you calling Eamon's Knights back? Nothing yet, no.
Then I must resume my duties. The civil war continues, and Loghain is no doubt angered Redcliffe has not been disabled. Good luck, my friend. I hope this continues to go well for all our sakes.
Alright then. I guess we go out.
It shall be done.
That is even less than a king. At the moment, he is a region to an earl. So I would say a lesser titled than earl is like a baron. Well, I'm probably going to Denerim next. That's where they told me to find Branner Genitivi. And it seems like an important quest to save the Earl. What else do we have? I'm not gonna do that. Travel to Brazilian forest and slay the cabal of Maleficarum. Bring 10 bundles of deep mushrooms. That might be a place we could go on the way before Denerim. Make sure Valena made it back to the village. The blacksmith's daughter. Oh yeah, we do need to make sure. We need to talk to the blacksmith. Blackstone irregulars, whatever. We're gonna find them on the way. The Blight. Revive Aro Aemon. We're on doing that. Gain Orzamar's aid. I don't know how to get there. The nature of the beast. Gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. I don't know how to go to those either.
Very well.
So, first to Redcliffe village to speak to the blacksmith, and then I'll check the forest, because it's on the path to Denerim. That would make sense. Oh, something's happening in Denerim.
Sire, I have more news.
Oh, Loghain is there.
Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Opa!
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
His daughter is righteous. Maybe she's gonna pull a Jaina Proudmoore. If you know what I mean.
What do you need?
We Awesome now knows what I mean. Jaina killed her dad. There it is, We Awesome. Now you know. Damn. The war has been drilled in your head. Damn. He's not selfish, actually also doesn't justify the whole betrayal of the kingdom. I don't know. Sounds like Denethor not accepting the aid against the Blight. Or trying to seek aid. Damn, very good point from Wilson as well.
As you say.
Thank you, kind sir. I'd never have been able to return to my father if it wasn't for you.
My Valena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
This aid comes at a price. He lived in a country occupied by the religion and knows they will attempt to occupy further. Yeah, but you go deal with that later, man. I don't need the reward. Keep it. Thank you. I was glad to help. Dwarven armor. Yes, I'll take it. Usually I would decline an award, but since he mentioned it was dwarven, it would be a shame because it almost feels like it was made for someone from my kind. So, and it doesn't sound like humans get to meet dwarves very often. Thank you.
Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
No, we need to do righteous deeds from the kindness of our heart, my good sir. Shielded dwarven armor. Less armor, but +1 constitution and spell resistance. I don't like that. Really? Drops my armor by 3. Spell resistance. How does my HP change? 5 HP. Fine. I'll use it. Out of respect. What is your armor? Fatigue 139. It's gonna be double the fatigue if I put him this armor. I kinda want Sten to be less plated so he can swing more attacks in. Oh, this is a much better helmet. It's kinda rude not to use it in front of the gifter. It's like your grandma giving an awful needed shirt, but you have to wear it. Well, sure, but also, I try to decline gold from most people when they offer it. An armor seems like a better reward because it feels like a token. It feels more special to the person. I gotta change my party. Remove Winnie and Alistair and get Leliana and Winnie? We are going to the woods, so maybe Morrigan would be useful for the forest situation. Her swamp knowledge might come in handy. Don't get go, how you gonna eat? Maybe some righteous people are gonna offer me food and ale for doing righteous services. Yes, they do level up, it seems. To the Brazilian outskirts. Whoppa. Getting ganked by Canary mercenaries. Sten! Tell your people to stand down. Ay, ay, ay. The assassin leader is shooting me from above for a wall of damage, this son of a gun. Can we do something with Morrigan? Frost weapons? Lightning. Mind blast, no. I'm gonna try horror, I guess. Why is my HP going so low? Damn, what? I have my shield stands up. Morrigan, don't do these automatic moves, man. I didn't tell you to cast that. Starting to look a little bit dead here. Hey! There was a trap! I'm dead, man! Or he threw a fireball or something. God damn it. They're doing a lot of damage. It's over. Guess I'm gonna have to go with Winnie. Morrigan doesn't feel very useful to me. Also, do we complete the blacksmith quest? Cool.
I shall do it. As you say.
My blade, take this. A reward for your deed. Thank.
Oh, blast it.
Indeed.
We'll go again. have the high ground. Good stunt. Cool. Game big crit there.
Try that again.
Damn, Stan is so low already. Let's do it over here. I don't have a SWAT for my new ability, man. Skills. There we go. It's okay. Missing all of these attacks.
On my way.
Stinging hit hard. Let's heal him more. Throwing archer damage. I'll just walk on the bridge alone. I'm winning gang low. I have to pop the regen now. Hehe.
Stop. Don't kill him.
Oh, we got him. What? Why not? Are you insane? You had better have a good reason for this.
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Opa!
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Spice! From the Orlesian Empire! From her... old school friend. What was her name? Does this have something to do with Orlea?
It could. You may be right. Who sent you? Why am I wanted dead?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
Your life or information then?
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Yes, be grateful for your life. I think we should kill him just to be safe, get lost before we change our minds. Yeah, be grateful.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Why now?
Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
We should go to Denerim to confront her. What do you wish to do?
She needs to answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out.
We'll go as soon as possible. We'll see. We may not have time to spare. There are more important things to attend to than this. Alright, that will take long. 4.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
Liliana's past. Ay, ay, ay.
Trap right ahead.
Hey, man. You saw that. You said that a bit too late.
Immediately.
I guess I need to continue from somewhere around here. Eh! Come on, man! It didn't seem like I could click there a moment ago. I can! Do I need to be my main character? What do you mean there's no reason? It's the return path! Let's see, there's a marker for world map there. Well, yeah, but...
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Oh, the Dalish are in this forest, damn. Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I'm a Grey Wanderer. I wish to speak to your leader. Yes, I will tell that to your leader. No. I was hoping to take advantage of your hospitality. No. I'm interested in buying fine Dalish wares. No. No wonder the Dalish have such a poor reputation. No. Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Many people go about pretending to be Grey Wardens, do they? Yes. You have to take my word for it. Yes. Many people.
No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
You don't have a bowstring, bro. Pixels are missing.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the Keeper of this clan. Its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Nico, a pleasure to meet you. The Keeper, does that mean you're in charge here? You don't need to know who I am? Call me Nico. Pleasure.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made.
What?
This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
Yeah, he does look like a Joker a bit with his lines on next to his mouth. Joker confirmed. He not keeping his promise.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest. But we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us.
Opa.
They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
That's fair. Their people are dying. There is no Brazil in this fantasy world, my good sir. Is there no way to help your men? Yes, there are actual werewolves in the forest. Why did these beasts attack you? Surely you must have some warriors to spare. I will still help you elsewhere. Why did the beasts attack?
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Maybe they aren't unintelligent as you think. True.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I'm good at not trivial tasks, yes, but you're not going to ask me to get it anyhow, right? You're talking about a werewolf. I'm good at not trivial tasks.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us.
How do you even know the heart is gonna lift the curse?
I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Have you considered seeking outside help? If I help you, what do you give me? You said you could perhaps destroy the curse. Yeah, what do you mean by that?
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I have to kill a creature for a maybe? That doesn't sound very righteous. I guess we're gonna have to see if the creature is unrighteous or something. I'll find this Winterfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Have some questions?
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Funny how they choose to run from Blight, but when it comes to arrows, they were like, now we stay. I guess because directly their people got afflicted from a gank, while the Blight haven't hit them as hard yet. How do I find Winterfang?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse and Hunter suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from Winterfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, then I'll become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Very risky. How do you know if you have been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
Sounds like I'll change into the Balkan animal. How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Zayrel about it if you wish.
Alright.
Go on then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
The Dalish camp. Codex. Witherfang is, according to the keeper Zatrian, a wolf. He's not ordinary wolf carrier. He's a wolf possessed by a powerful spirit and the source of the werewolf curse that plagues the Brazilian forest. While Winterfang is hundreds of years old and very powerful in his own right, the only way to end his curse is to cut out his heart and bring it to the Zatrian. Keeper Zatrian. Even with our magic and skill, we only delay the inevitable. They said that the elves lived in Ferelden long before any other set foot there. And though most of their knowledge has been lost, it falls to the keeper of each clan to preserve what they have. Zatrian is old, severe elf with little love for outsiders, but his clan is facing a more trying enemy than most. This is the Balkan Forest, yes. Lanaya.
Under an Atishan Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Yeah. She has a very young, cute face, but you can tell by the sound of her voice that she's very mature. You just asked me a question right there. Oppa.
What an odd thing to say. I mean about the outside world, of course.
Go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Why don't you go and see the city for yourself? Are you saying you can't imagine such a thing? Yeah, why don't you go?
No, I could never leave the clan. My duties here are important to my people, and to me. No doubt, I would not even find my way. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Pooh! Surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. Literally real life right now. I can't imagine Nikki as a woman cosplay. It would be funny though. You know, a lot of people told me that I have very feminine qualities, so maybe it shouldn't be that hard for it to imagine. I think the only problem would be the beard, honestly. They're used to it just as humans are. Difficult for you, perhaps maybe you should try it. It isn't an easy life for them, that's true. In your way is better? I wouldn't know anything about it. I don't see you having feminine qualities, you're a manly man. Well, I think that I am a lot more tempered than the average man. But in a lot more aware of some things, maybe. But I have been told by other men that I have feminine qualities. I don't know, maybe because you know me more, we also. And you've seen my highest and my lowest that you are willing to say that. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place surrounded by walls of stone. This is difficult to... I mean, I'm a dwarf, so I wouldn't know anything about that, I guess. But I mean, dwarves kind of live the same way, but in houses underground. I wouldn't know anything about it.
I suppose you haven't lived amongst the humans then. It was worth asking anyway. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
Dwarves have no words, really? No offense, I'm not offended at all. Do humans ever regret what they did to us? I don't think the humans would remember those humans that did that to you are probably dead, and the ones that came after are either racist or don't care. So I think some of them do. Not all humans are the same. Yes, I doubt they pay attention to it. It's just a history to them. Yes, I really can't tell. I haven't seen anything. I'll go with you. Even though I feel like as a dwarf, I should say I really can't tell. But I feel like from being a couple of days on top of the world between humans, I would probably come to this conclusion, maybe.
Ah, how quickly they forget. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Damn, elves and poetry. Tell me about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish if you were so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
I'm sorry, it must have been horrible. How bad could it be? At least you weren't dead. You sound very matter of fact about it. What does that saying even mean, matter of fact? Like she doesn't feel anything about it? Is an adjective describing something that is straightforward, unemotional, and based on facts. Practical. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would say that. Also gonna... Potentially she might say something about how elven emotions work.
Do I? It's taken many years of reflection to come to terms with it, to forgive what those men did to me. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Where to say that to her? What is she supposed to cry or what? Well, no, but... I guess you would feel a bigger tremble in her voice about recollecting the memory. But she probably recollected it for so long because of her age. And as she said, she reflected it. You said the Dalish rescued from your bandits?
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Ay. Didn't you have a family you could have returned to?
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
A keeper. A very good quality for a wife. How did you become a keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
No, that's not what a keeper means in this context, Wilson. When you say a girl is a keeper, that means that she is very loyal to her man and want to keep him. In the context I used it. She's using keeper as a keeper of knowledge. You must be proud of your accomplishments.
I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
Yeah, she's on the keeper yet. But she is working towards that. Well, it's not that confusing that specifically saying, because imagine you're a keeper because you're keeping something. Keeping it from being taken away. Keeping it safe. That could be your wife. Maybe you're gonna become a keeper as well soon, Wilson. Damn. What does a keeper do exactly?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
What is this Arlathan you mentioned?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
So the humans purged the elves. But the elves were eventually freed, right? I think they were freed by the Chantry.
Yes. After a millennium of slavery, our people were freed by Andraste, the human's prophet who spawned the Chantry.
I was paying attention to the history books, damn. Why you don't worship the Maker?
We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god.
So who do you worship? Didn't Arwatan fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Elves were immortal?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
The fuck? How does that make sense? You're just in the proximity of humans and they drain your age factor? That's a weird war, bro. It would make sense if you make a child with a human and the next line has less elvish DNA. The human bacteria, yeah, how? What? Yeah, but I mean, what you're saying kind of makes sense with awesome, I guess. If instead of bacteria, it's like mana or something. It's mostly theories. Ever was their culture and war from centuries and slavery. Could you get your lifespan back?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
So you lost the war, you wouldn't be the first. I can see why you resent humans then. She doesn't sound like she resented them as much. But human bandits fucked her up as well, so. Damn. This piece of her equipment looks super good, by the way. I forgot how it's called, but the belt with the thingy here. I can see why you resent human.
Shemlin, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Orlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
I always call it a corset. But maybe it's not the same. I'm not responsible for what has been done to the elves. Your homeland was called the Dales, I thought. Is there no way to get on your clan's good side? Does she? She doesn't sound like she has anything against me though. Yeah, was your homeland called the Dales?
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
Is there no way to get on your clan's good side? I don't see why I would ask any of this. Let's move to something else.
Certainly.
What can you tell me about Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
But Zathrian said to ask you about more information, man. Was much? What was he lost? Persuasion.
I really shouldn't talk about that. That's something you should ask him about yourself.
Yeah. Persuasion never works for me.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but
Okay.
As you...
We already did that. I wrote on part 1. I don't see why we should read that. She already told us the story. Common.
Hello?
Allow yourself who you are. Why are you cringing? Speak up. There is no need to be afraid, Amitri.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
You've never seen a dwarf before?
Never. You're so much bigger than I... Oh, I didn't mean... Oh, dear. I should start over. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Intimidate? Tell me before I kick your head in. Try me, I might surprise you. Persuade.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me.
Are all these Baz such cringing, ineffectual creatures?
Wait!
I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Opa. Is that a Giga Chad woman? Who's Gaina?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child.
Oh!
I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
He's just a nerd hunter, man, and he's aiming for a girl way out of his league. We need to encourage him to follow his heart and never give up. There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
What if I got a pelt for you? Nah, he needs to earn it himself though. Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you. Why not go in the forest anyway? Have you tried wooing Gaina? Why not go in the forest anyway?
But the keeper said, no, I just can't. What if I encountered a werewolf? I couldn't defeat one of those on my own.
Why not come with me then? Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you. Yeah, maybe you come with me and when we meet the animal, I'm gonna let you 1v1 it righteously. Let's hope the clan doesn't starve to death because he is too scared to kill it. Okay.
The keeper would know right away if I left camp. Masiranis for the offer, however. That's very kind of you.
Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
Have you tried wooing?
Wooing? I don't understand.
Like flirting. Not to be blunt, but have you bet? Oh no, that's a little bit too much. Romance her, show her you love her, yes. Two.
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon.
Ooh.
But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
She needs you to prove yourself, damn. Why do you bother? Have you tried gifting her a gift? I suppose it will be too much to ask if you've betted her. Let me think of something else then. Not to be blunt with your banker yet, but he doesn't sound like considering his shy situation.
Such as?
What if I got a pelt for you? Damn, I don't want to do that. That wouldn't be righteously proving him. I have to get back to you.
All right. I'm not going anywhere anyhow.
I must say, I thought the Dalish would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
Don't let him go hunt without a string on his bow, man. He's going to die. True. So far we know he doesn't have the balls at all. Well, my wingmaning doesn't go to the point of doing hunting for him. Well, I could speak to Gaina a little bit, I guess.
Anduran Atishan, outsider.
You are Gaina, correct? Kamen mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
She sounds very enthusiastic by mentioning his name. He said that you refused to give him your hand. He said that you were cruel and that he hates you. He said that if he was lucky, he would bathe your son. Gave him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
I mean, I guess it made sense. No, bond is to create like a family. Bro couldn't kill a single animal in 2 years. He must have been very unlucky, man. I mean, I guess it makes sense in older times, women valued a man being able to provide for the family, which was usually hunting to get food, so. Persuade, if you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it? True. Of course not, he's not good enough for you. Maybe. You're cruel, no wonder Kamen hates you, no? No, I don't suppose you could. I try persuade.
It does matter. I am sorry, but I will not rest my future on the advice of an outsider, no matter how kind. Please, tell Kamen I am sorry.
That's fair. Kamen! Talk to Kamen, you spoke to Gina. Kamen, I have bad news for you, my good sir. Yeah, I'm very well persuasion. War charisma paladin. As it was meant to be. DM. Hello, Kale. Damn, this woman. This woman clawing her way to her computer to hear about last night. Okay, dude. Well, I guess I can tell real quick. So, last night, I got a very wacky beginning because I was chilling and waiting for the other people, and then all of a sudden, one of the people that entered was a old friend girl of mine that I haven't seen in 10 years. Like, I wouldn't say like a big friend, but like a friend of a friend. And since they saw us talking to each other, they put us all on the same table. And that allowed me to have an easy communication going with someone, which allowed me to communicate with other people easily that were next to me as well. So I talked to 2 girls besides that. This one has a family. The one I talked to has a family as well, but she did offer me potentially tickets to the opera if I was interested in that. And gave me a contact. And the third one was the one that I was really interested in. Was the paintress herself. Wasn't the opera one a babushka or something? No, she was just a mature woman, like in her 40s or something. 40, 45 or something. Maybe 40. She actually started sharing us a very unrighteous story about, guys, I need your advice. I'm a, you know, I have a husband and a kid, but I've been looking at this guy at my work and I see that he's giving me these eyes, but he's also a married man, and I cannot stop thinking about him. Like, what do you guys advise me? They're like, okay. And most of the women were like, oh, you know, there's definitely a spark. You're not thinking about it. Like, you're not thinking like nothing is happening. There's definitely something happening. No, she's not a granny. She's like 40, man. Khaled is like 10 years older than you. What do you mean, granny, man? And I feel like a lot of the girls were more supporting on her side, that she was like, oh, maybe you should explore to see if there's something there. And I'm like, yo, can I give you an advice? And I'm like, if you're planning to explore if there's something there, if that's what your heart wants, I advise you to first leave your husband, because it would be very unrighteous to do that while you're with someone else. Like, come on, man. No idea what this is about. I'm confused. This is real story. This is real story I'm taking to you about Wilson. I went to paint yesterday, and this is one of the women told me that story about her life. But the guy also has to leave his family first. That as well. I mean, I didn't have time to get to there because, you know, people were kind of talking over me and I didn't want to be like the center of attention. But yeah, that was my advice, I suppose. Hopefully he took. And I also said maybe what is happening to you is a test to your fate and you must resist. It's hard, but it's the righteous thing to do. Also, okay, so the one that offered the tickets is not the one that you were most interested in. Yes, the one that I was most interested in was the paintress. She could definitely tell by the way I was looking at her that I was looking at her with interest. And I also was asking her about all the things, like for the painting and stuff. I even asked for specific painting tips. She sat next to me, gave me tips. After she sat to me later on as well, after the painting was done, to talk about something else. I don't know. She definitely was kind of interested to talk to me. Maybe because I was a young guy there or something. I don't know. And even at one point, she kind of gave me a compliment. She was like talking about the other woman about that love story, that flirting story, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you know, you can tell a guy when in his eyes if he's interested to you." And she's like, "Look, for example, this lovely guy here with beautiful eyes." I'm like, okay, dude. Like, she didn't say anything direct, but yeah. In any way, we chat for a bit and I was kind of like the last one remaining at the place. And I did. No, she actually didn't point out that I was interested in her. Those two conversations happened like maybe like a couple of minutes between each other. She definitely didn't make it clear. But anyway, doesn't matter. At the end, I did offer her to meet, but she said that she's not interested at the moment in dating because she has other priorities in life. But said that she wouldn't mind meeting us friends sometime. And I'm like, you know, I wouldn't mind that either. And she did give me a contact. Because I thought she was pretty cool. I don't mind being only friends with her. And I did write her about, just send her a message at the moment. I haven't wrote her again about the meetup. But she has responded for my general message, so we shall see. In general, I don't think anything's gonna happen. Are you friends already? Yeah. Friend zone? It's okay, I don't mind. I still feel like a winner because I managed to get her attention quite a lot. And I mean, guys, I sometimes feel very confident, but I feel like in some ways this girl is out of my league. But I held my ground against her, I'll tell you that. Like, I went full Giga Chat on that situation. And I think I went further than I expected, so I'll take it as a win. It's up to her, honestly, from this point forward, so. You say that, I wonder what you said. Nothing, I was just a good engage with her about things that she was around her personality. I was allowing her for her to talk, so I was a good listener, and that was pretty much it. Like, I was focused and aware of her. Like, in my behavior and in my eye contact, that was pretty much all I did. Like, you know, some people sometimes like to be like more of a center, like main hero vibe. I don't like being like that. I like to give spotlight to other people, you know. So that's my style, generally. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. Small win. We talked to 2 girls that night, so hey. And you know, I kind of feel like she liked me. I think she actually does have a... She wants to focus on her life at the moment. Because I felt the same at her age as well.
As you wish.
When I was early 20s, I moved everything from social life on the back plan and I focus on streaming. So I guess she's doing the same, kind of like with painting or something, even though she's super more giga social. Yeah, she's 23. Maybe she can introduce you to her righteous girlfriends who are single. I think it's too early to ask about that with someone I barely know. But potentially becoming a friend with her could be just generally a good investment. Just not only for her, but for potentially her friend circle. I don't know if that's not a big cap. I think it is a little bit on the hard border, but it's fine. Also, she seemed like a very mature person. And also, she felt from me, I'm very sure that she felt from me that we were talking in a similar mind vibe, you know, about certain things. So, I don't think she felt like I was far away from her mental understanding. Also, like, sure, I'm 31 and that number looks big, but Like, come on, man. You're my age, Kala. Like, you gotta know what's going through my head. Like, I still feel young. I don't feel like a 31 uncle or something. Like, if younger people wanna look to me like that, it's their choice, but... Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that she wants to focus in her life. What she told me was simply she doesn't wanna go out dating because she is in this point in her life. That's literally what she said. That she can't, or something along those. That's what I remember. She doesn't want to do that in this point of her life. That's what every 30-year-old says. You know, that's what 60-year-old people say as well. My mom said she is 52 and she says she feels young, like she's 18. Well, if everything hurts, Kala, maybe you're not taking good enough care of yourself physically. I think this is the problem. Not that, sure, you might feel some things a bit more intensely that you maybe haven't felt before, but that's maybe because you've been not paying attention to keeping yourself in peak condition. I can definitely tell that for myself as well. I have felt things that have been hurting more, but I've also haven't done enough to strengthen my weaknesses, DMD. She's very young. I saw her live this year. She's like, she doesn't look her age, she looks a lot younger. Did you show your painting on the chat? Yes, I even had it on stream all day. Look. DMD. It's a leopard, DMD. So, do we have any other questions or? I have the points for League of Legends. Ooh. Okay, well, League of Legends. Well, when do you wanna do it? Tell you what, let me install the game and see if I can go back into my account. And I'll tell you. She has been gathering for the ultimate channel prize smoking Wilson. The 222,000k righteousness. To make me play League of Legends for 2 hours. Ay, ay, ay. I don't think I can even play ranked yet. I'm not sure. Just so you know. I don't think I have the account level requirements or hero requirements. Yeah, I went to play in the 1v1 tournament. Because that was the only reason I wanted to play. I didn't want to play the game more after that. Well, what day are you generally planning for next week? Just not Saturday. And not Thursday. So potentially you can give me, if you can, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday. Okay, I'll tell you. I will tell you soon after the stream. Potentially tonight. If it can happen. CODS doesn't go up to 50 minutes or 35, bro. I haven't had a 35 game in a long time. Usually a CODS game is 20 on average. Sometimes 10 if it's one-sided. Yeah, but the queue time has been very fast. It's no more than 5 minutes. Also, you don't count the queue time and the draft time in League of Legends when it comes to the game duration. She's giving you the raw gameplay time. Just so you know. Two games, yeah. 2 to 4 games I would assume we're gonna do. Imagine playing HOTS with those Joker teammates and then going to League of Legends. I hope Nikki will retain his sanity out of it. I already practiced the League of Legends for like a week. I mean, I don't know. I was playing in the war rank, so I didn't see that much Joker activity. But one thing that people like to do is leave the game and call for surrender very often if things went bad, which was very annoying. Imagine playing HOTS with those... Oh, yes, I read that. Imagine playing HOTS with the Joker. Hey! Dude! Stop it, man! Why did you do that? Alright. I'm gonna do a couple more dialogues before we finish. We need to tell this poor boy, Kamen, the woman he loves and tries to win the hand of, right there, Gaina, said no.
Oh, what do you want now? I told you everything already.
I spoke to Gaina for you.
You did? What did she tell you?
She said that she couldn't marry you. She laughed in my face. She said she'd never marry you. Nothing yet. You have to keep trying. Ooh. Wait. Yeah, she said she couldn't, not that she would never.
Nor would I have expected differently. But thank you for trying. Until I complete my hunt and become a true hunter, it shall never be.
What if I get paid for it? No! Have it your way. I guess we won't be completing this quest. It is what it is. I don't want to win the reward for him.
We greet you, child of the stone. I understand you are to venture into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
The keeper mentioned that.
Then you are very brave to adventure into such a place, even knowing the danger that awaits. Your courage impresses us greatly.
I must deal with the blight. If I can help you, I will. Yes, your attitude is getting annoying. No, you think sarcasm is going to help you. Was he sarcastic? Then you're very brave to adventure into such a place. Even though... I don't think he was sarcastic. I think elves, from what I've heard so far, I feel like elves are direct. Really? I know I'm a literal person usually. I must deal with the blight. If I can help you, I will.
Nothing will help us now. Least of all, the meddling of an outsider.
Damn!
You are being most unkind, Cyril.
You are right.
Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
I want to know about the forest now. Sure, spin a tale for the children.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child.
Is that Connor?
Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
You were invaded by the humans? Maybe? Something you think was unfair enough, this, I guess.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
Sounds familiar. Like it happened in real life. Was the Dales Jerusalem? Or it's a war that you started, I'm told. You say that like there was no reason for it. Not every human felt that way, I'm sure. 3.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong?
Checkmate.
Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities.
You should have fought. You should have fought to the last of you. Better that than to submit.
Opa.
Oh? Is it not the Kunari way to force others to submit?
Opa!
Surely that would not be your advice to my people, were they attacked by the mighty Kunari.
That would be different. The Kunari would improve your people. The humans have improved nothing.
Sure.
Even so, many of us did fight. We fought, and we lost. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh, and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Do you know what I got reminded of when Stan said about the Canary would conquer them and improve them. We awesome would know what I'm talking about. Ruiner, I think, wouldn't, but he needs to educate himself on this TV show called Invincible. Sounds exactly like Omni-Man and the Viltrumites. Arthas would do the righteous thing and enslave the Dalish after this convo. A true paladin. No, he wouldn't. What do you mean? When Arthas was the Lich King, he pretty much annihilated the elves. Genocided them. He didn't make them slaves. I guess he made Sylvanas into a slave. But that was the one. I thought it was gonna be a Warcraft reference, so I was trying to remember. Not this time. Thank you, I enjoyed it very much. You didn't give me much choice. That sounded more like a sermon. Perhaps you allow me to tell a story as well. Ooh, let's see what he's gonna say about it.
Perhaps another time. You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Damn, I'm allergic to superhero stuff, so I wouldn't know what the correlation with the Invincible is here. That's fair. Even though it has a lot of superhero elements, it also has a very good perspective and philosophies on righteousness and stuff like that. And it's not long, so it could be a good watch. But I'd rather for you to watch the Russian movie I told you about last week, Durak. Tell me of the fort.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say.
Okay, dude.
If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
And?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
This Witherfang still exists today? Probably. So there are many spirits in the forest, too?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
There were bows in the forest?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil.
How many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have your hunters became werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
In one hand, I would become the Balkan animal unchained. But I guess if it was because the origin point was from an evil spirit, I guess I wouldn't want that. That's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
I'm not gonna read the deals because he told me about it. I think we're gonna leave it at that. Let me see what I need to do next time. Come in, nope. There's some Atras there. That almost sounds like Atras that we need to talk to. There's a merchant. There is 2 statues. And yeah. And then we go to the forest to hunt some werewolves. Damn. Next Dragon Age, right? It doesn't sound like it soon. I don't know how much you need to play this one after we gather all the 4 forces. There seems to be some DLC stuff here. So I don't think we're even anywhere done. Oh, next Dragon Age. Well, probably Tuesday. Because I might need to do League of Legends stream Monday. It's very likely that that's gonna happen. Hey, it's a point reward. Pretty expensive. And it doesn't happen often. Last time I did that point reward was for Noir. He made me play Sunless Sea. If you remember that. DMD. That was a game I actually really enjoyed. I would recommend. Can we choose your character? You probably not. I would probably allow her to choose my character. Because I don't mind what character I would play. If she wants me to play what I think is my most comfortable, best character, I could do that. If she wants to see a certain character. But yeah. I'm not gonna allow the chat to... I'm just gonna send you guys to this Finnish hot streamer. And I'll call it for today. Thanks for watching. No stream tomorrow for sure. 2 hours should really be just 2 games. Well, it is what it is. If we have like a small amount left, I'll try to finish it and do the extra minutes on top after 9 to close out the games. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on Monday. Till next time, stay righteous.